That's right. That was Communications Director of Media and Sporting Club Patrick Akoto speaking ahead of their game against Young Africans tomorrow at the Babayara Sports Stadium at 4 p.m. To other stories, and BBN Gold Stars has officially appointed Frimpong Manson as the new head coach of the club after parting ways with Michael Osei yesterday. Gold Stars are currently enjoying a difficult run in the Ghana Premier League as they sit in the relegation zone after 13 matches. The Miners have not won a single match in their last 9 league fixtures, with 3 defeats and 6 draws in the process. Manso is expected to turn things around and get the Bibiani-based club back on track in the remaining fixtures in the season as they look to swiftly move out of the relegation zone. Manso recently cut ties with newly promoted side Bafokwa Tano, having joined them at the beginning of the season. Now, let's turn our attention to some international stories, and it was all fun in the EPL last night.
Well, Villa are hammering on the door at the moment. Here's Bailey, and he's lost Gvardiol, and Watkins is over to the right, and Bailey hits the shot, and it hits Ruben Diaz, and it goes in. Gonna get to it, and the referee says that will do, and City are beaten.
Block, the rebound, smashed in. Scott McTominay, who can't stop scoring. United 1, Chelsea 0. Thiago Silva, Mudryk, that reverse ball is excellent. It's Palmer. Still going, Palmer! He comes back to Manchester and he scores for Chelsea. Driving forward, Reguilon. He finds Garnacho. Garnacho chipped a great ball up. Scott McTominay. He's done it yet again.
And Scott McTominay relieved some of the pressure surrounding Eric Ten Hag as his double and an improved Manchester United a much-needed 2-1 win over Chelsea last night in the English Premier League. Man United boss Eric Ten Hag says they are in the right direction, so he doesn't care about outside noise from journalists especially.
I think it was unnecessary to concede that goal. It was a moment of switching off. So yeah, we have still steps to make. We have moments where we're switching off. It's not possible, but yeah, there we have to progress. But I think we are going really in the right direction. I don't care about the noise and what's going on around us. And the dressing room as well, they don't care. So what I'm sorry to say, what you guys are telling, because they are used to it.
Now, the guy who scored the goals for Manchester United, Scott McTominay, says he wants to build on his goal-scoring form for United and get more for the Red Devils.
I mean, it's something that I want to keep building in terms of my game. I feel like I can do more of that, and people tell me that I can score goals, and you just have to believe it yourself. My mum and dad have always said, like, get in the box and try and score goals, and my granddad at home, and sometimes it's just believing it yourself and going for it. It's obviously something it's a nice start, but just as long as the team are playing well and I'm contributing as much as I can, then I'm happy.
Now, Chelsea boss Mauricio Pochettino admitted they couldn't match the energy of Manchester United last night.
We didn't deserve to win, and credit to Manchester United, and they start better the game, and we concede too many chances on the first 15-20 minutes. I think we cannot match the energy of Manchester United. Maybe because of the game Sunday, and for there were one day more to recover. Maybe was that the reason. And then we were on the game. We created many chances enough to try to be on the game. We draw. We started the second half well, but then we concede. We miss this freshness and be clinical because we create some chances that maybe should score.
Elsewhere, Leon Bailey's deflected strike earned Aston Villa a deserved 1-0 win over Manchester City at Villa Park that lifted them above the reigning champions into third. City boss Pep Guardiola explained what accounted for their defeat last night.
We played with our desire because the effort was there, but they play better, and we struggled, especially in the first half. Like the second half was completely different. We adjust something like we spoke before that we didn't do that, and at the end, in the final third, the quality of the pass or the movement, we didn't find it all the game. The fact that we didn't win the last 2 games, we a little bit pressure here, but it's the quality of the Premier League.
In the other matches, Liverpool beat Sheffield United by 2-0 in Chris Wilder's first game back in charge of the Blades to close the gap on Premier League leaders Arsenal to 2 points. Also, in the other matches, Brighton beat Brentford by 2-1. Bournemouth also defeated Crystal Palace away from home by 2-0. Today we've got Everton versus Newcastle at 7:30 p.m. before Tottenham Hotspur take on West Ham United at 8:15 p.m. Bringing an end to the last Sports Center powered by FPAC. Blows your pen away and OneXBet.com. Join the OneXBet African Legends on Facebook, OneXBet_Ghana. Explore inspiring African athletes, stories, and win prizes with the hashtag OneXBet African Legend. My name is Stephen Zando. Mornings for you on Facebook at LEV 99.5 FM.
FPAC is effective for headache and relieves the symptoms of flu, cold, and catarrh. FPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, FPAC relieves you of body pain. After the day's sport workout, FPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. FPAC is effective against feverishness and rheumatic pains. FPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. FPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC blows your pain away.
FPAC Junior is a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold, and fever. The good that FPAC does for you, FPAC Junior does for your child. FPAC Junior is for children between 6 months and 12 years. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. FPAC Junior blows your child's pain away. This advertisement is FDA approved.
1xBet. Big bonuses, big odds, big wins. Download 1xBet app. Make a deposit and you get 300% bonus on up to 3,445 Ghana cedis. The biggest bonus ever. 1xBet is a reliable bookmaker. So head up to 1xBet.com.gh. Register with promo code WELCOMEGHANA and get a huge welcome bonus on your first deposit right now. Have a chance to win. 1xBet gives you more. Gambling can be addictive. Bet responsibly. Not for person under 18 years. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission.
Get ready to immerse yourself in a tale of bravery and resilience. Journey into the heart of the Kwaman Kingdom, where Nana Akoto, a young prince, is captured and sent to the formidable Dinchra Empire as a slave. Don't miss Nana Akoto, showing Mondays to Fridays at 8 p.m. exclusively on Aquaba Magic, DSTV channel 150 and GoTV channel 102. Dial *759# to reconnect or stay connected to DSTV and GoTV.
Kumasi or Sacrum, stand up. Rattray Pack brings to you another unforgettable night of music and celebration. This is the biggest concert on the music calendar. This year is the Night with the Stars 2023, featuring the maestro Kojo Wenji, Kofi Kinata, Aquaba, all on one stage. A dozen stop. Also performing is the ladies' band King Promise and Kitty, the girls them sugar. Girls wanna have fun. It's one big stage featuring these stars: Kojo Wenji, Kofi Kinata, Aquaba, King Promise, and Kitty. It's all happening on Christmas Day, 25th December 2023 at the Rattray Pack. Rate 200 cedis regular and 300 cedis VIP. I Love FM, Inshura FM, Gold Phone Station, Ahuju Roundabout, Rattray Pack, Poku Trading, and all Absa Bank branches. For table reservation, just call 020-601-8820. Night with the Stars 2023. You have no reason to excuse yourself. This event is brought to you by Rattray Pack, Media Projects Love, and Inshura FM is powered by Logi Entertainment. Night with the Stars 2023.
The Night with the Stars is sponsored by Django Energy Drink. No fear.
Are you looking for opportunity to study abroad? Are you facing challenges in your applications for international admission, visa, and general travel? Asterlinks International provides advisory on overseas education, general travel, and immigration issues. We have specialized in countries such as Australia, UK, USA, Canada, Ireland, New Zealand, and many more. We also offer professional advice on general travel and tours. Locate Asterlinks International in Accra at 4A Popo Street, East Legon, adjacent Melbourne. In Kumasi, we are located at the basement, Kumasi City Mall, and in Takrade at the Liberation Road. Call us on 0550-199991. 0550-199991. You can also visit our website www.asterlinks.net. Asterlinks International, pathway for success.
Electrician say, embrace to fake electrical cable. No me future electrical problems now. Nexans cable metal. What's it go easy? In a VG check abba. Mama chile. Go easy. Ono say use Nexans cable metal cable the wire wood dana. Ama wo ya ha. Embre. The way you must yenta. It's Eric Nexans cable metal cable. Afa conduit to my troka. Easy. Eric Embre cra. Na VG check na. Abo wo bano. Ama to fake cable biara and wire wo fio. It's about to guaranteed and quality cables are wire wo fio. For Nexans cable metal cable. Sepede who the cables see. Of Nexans for wo phone. Na download VG wa Apple Store and na Google Play Store. Scan the code no wo cable no ho. VG obo confirm the wo cable or your quality. In original. Offering Nexans cable metal. But you go easy. In a VG check abba. Nexans will electrify the future.
Nexans cable metal. Electricity no get leg. It be Nexans cable metal cable the carrier.
A ray of hope flickers in the sky. A tiny star lights up way up high. All across the land dawns a brand new morn. This comes to pass.
Well, it's now some 21 minutes to hit 8 o'clock. You know what day it is, don't you? It's the 7th of December 2023. And we're here to bring to you our main conversation today here on Love 99.5. Well, so the Presidential Advisor on Health, Dr. Anthony Nsia-Asare, has assured the people of the region that all abandoned health facilities will be completed and commissioned by the end of the first quarter of 2024. Now, he made this known when he toured these health facilities on Monday. And these facilities, well, they include the 500-bed Afari Military Hospital, the 250-bed Seria Hospital, which of course is supposed to become the new regional hospital for the region, then that of Kumeu and Fomena. Now, talking about Fomena, I know that is operational. So we have severally, called for the completion of these projects. Many a time when we raise concerns, there are people who think that we're doing politics with it, or we're talking about healthcare delivery, which of course is very vital to every individual. So although we keep calling for these projects to be completed, timelines are given, assurances are given, yet, well, they are not able to be completed. They don't see the end date. So what do you make of this new assurance, as has been, mentioned or announced by the Presidential Advisor on Health, that is Dr. Anthony Nsia-Asare. Now, your thoughts, your contributions are welcome to our WhatsApp number 055-11-11995. Let's hear what you make of this new assurance, this fresh assurance. Do you believe in it or you don't? Again, like I said, our WhatsApp number is 055-11-11995. We'd like for you to follow us on Facebook as well, because as I speak currently, we're live on Facebook on Love in the Morning. Now, when you join us on Love in the Morning, you will get to see the facilities, the structures that we're talking about, and the state that they are in currently. Now, fortunately for us, joining us on the phone lines right now is the man himself, Dr. Anthony Nsia-Asare. Doc, good morning to you in Afishapa.
Good morning, David. I think come to you.
It's been a very, very long time. So when I heard about that fact that you were in town on Monday, I was hoping to see you, only for me to call you, and then unfortunately you're back in Accra.
Yes, there's a lot of work to be done. So we are moving around to make sure that it's done and done well.
I hear you. We wish you well. But let's talk about our region and the concerns we have. So like I said a while ago, you were in town, at the beginning of the week to tour these abandoned, uncompleted Eurojet projects. Tell us about, what prompted you to get it to town to tour these project sites and what you picked up during your visit.
Yeah, thank you very much, and good morning to your cherished listeners. You remember that we all love to finish the Afari military hospital as quickly as possible for the good people of this country. We're expecting it to have finished about 2 years or so ago, but this project has been running since 2008, because that's the first time that the idea came, and President Kufuor's time, which all the agreements were signed by the middle of 2008. It went through cabinet, went through parliament, and was accepted that the Eurojet project will consist of 9 hospitals. That is the military hospital at Aferi, this 500-bed hospital, 2 regional hospitals, one at Wa for the Upper West region, and then the one at Sewia for Ashanti Regional Hospital for Ashanti region, and the Tepa for Ashanti region, Konongo for also in Ashanti region, and then there's another one in Bono region at Nsoko, and then we have one in Greater Accra at Kwabinyanga East, one in Central region at Chufu Praso, and then one in Salaga. So in all, there are 6 district hospitals, 2 regional hospitals, and 1 military hospital, 500-bed military hospital. As we speak now, the contractor has been able since 2018 or 2019 delivered 6 out of 9, remaining the Seria Regional Hospital, the military hospital at Aferi, and then Salaga. Yeah, I forgot Salaga. Salaga also in the Savannah region. So as we speak now, the ones in Ashanti region, in particular, that we want us to talk about, 2 of them are yet to be commissioned and used. The one is the Aferi Hospital, and then the Seria Regional Hospital. As we speak, the Seria Regional Hospital is technically or practically completed. What is left is the road to the hospital, which is under construction as I speak now, because the gutters have been done, and it's left of the asphalt overlay so that you can get a road from Fiyasi through Fiyasi to the hospital. And then the military hospital at Aferi. The military hospital at Aferi had some issues, which thank God we have been able to sort it out. That's the reason why we came there on Monday with the contractor to come and have a look at what is happening, because there was some issue with financing. Because if a contract goes on for a long time, then the financial issue becomes a problem, because it may be calculated that the contractor has, gotten all the money, and then this one will say no, there's some variations and all sorts of things. That was stalled the Aferi Hospital for some time. And as I said, now the contractor is on site. He has been on site for the past, 10 days. When there were about 150 people there. If you leave a site for some time, there will be some weeds. So they were clearing all the weeds in the hospital. They were cleaning the floors of the hospital, and making sure that they can bring in the equipment, which are in bonded warehouse in Tema and also in Accra, to come and fix the equipment. And they assured us, we didn't give a date. The contractor said that he will be able to finish the job by the end of March next year. So by the end of the first quarter of next year, he will practically put in all the equipment, test all the equipment, and then it can be used by the military as a military hospital to support Konfo-Anokye teaching hospitals, because it's going to be a tertiary institution, and we can send some referrals to that place, and that is the most important thing that we're doing.
Doc, let me ask a few questions before you go on.
So, completed according to the contractor, and we are the military, and then from the office of the president, everybody is putting an eye on it, monitoring it to make sure that we get regular reports from there to at least be able to finish the hospital by the end of March. So that's why we came there. And I know that the military has gone there already. And they will also go there somewhere, I think this week or next week. I don't know when they will go there. And the military command in Kumasi is also there, making sure that they are doing what they are supposed to do, and the hospital will finish in good time. Therefore, immediately the road is finished, because I know that there was a problem with the electricity. They were having an electricity substation. The substation is completed. The pylons are now being constructed, put in place, so that they draw the main line to the substation, and everything will complete. Because all the equipments are there. What is left is for the substation to finish, and then they will train the Ghana Health Service workers who will be going there to work to be cognizant of the machines. And I'm sure that one also, in the very short time, that one also will be used by the Ghana Health Service for the good people of this country.
Okay, so let's go back to Aferi. Let's start with Aferi. We'll get back to Sewa and the other ones as well. But let's start with Aferi. Now, you're saying that project stalled because of financial challenges, and now for the past 10 days,
they were not financial challenges. There were some. They have to clear some issues about financing, which has been cleared. And
so the work stalled. But what I'm asking now is, you're saying that for the past 10 days or so, the contractor is back on site. Has he been paid fully, or he's going to? What's the agreement like? Has he been given his money so he's back there, or not stop the work at any point in time till it's completed?
Yes, he has been given. He has been a resource, so they have some finances to start. Because if there's a financial issue, and the contractor thinks that if he does the work and it's not be sorted out, no contractor will go to site to go and work. But the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Defense, and the contractors have all sat down, they negotiated and sorted it out, and have been resourced to start the work with. That's why.
But Doc, the clarity I'm looking for is yes, he has been resourced. Is it in full, or part payment has been given him? Because the point is this: if he has been given, let's say, some part payment, some assurances are given him that will give you another set of money at a certain time, and it doesn't come, he might stop work again. So what is it like? Has he been paid in full?
David, let me tell you how contracts are done. You don't prepay the contractor fully to do a job. The contractor has done some job. What you call interim payment certificates will be sent to the ministry. And that's where the negotiations started, because there was a school of thought that they don't have to take that money. And this one said, no, there's a variation here. You have to give us this amount of money. So they have been given, that certificate has been given to them. They've been paid. Once the certificate is paid, you go back to work, or you work, and then if you have another certificate, you read the certificate and you pay. You don't give all the money that maybe you don't even know how much money that you said that before you finish the job you need about maybe $5 million. This is your $5 million. Go and do the job. This one, contracts are not done that way. When you start a contract, you are given a mobilization. After the mobilization, you continuously be raising certificates which will be paid to you, and then you continue the job. And then after the job is finished, you are paid your last certificate, which some of them are even retained for some period of time according to the contract. And when the period of time passes and they've done all the maintenance agreement for about a year or so, then you are paid the rest of the certificate. And that is exactly how contracts are managed. You don't give the money and say that finish. No, it's not done in that way.
All right, thank you very much for that. And again, my other question is this: when we leave such facilities in, at the mercy of the weather, sometimes, they have challenges. Damages might occur. When you went round, what would you say the state of the buildings are in?
Oh, the state of the buildings are solid, and all what they have to do, yes, they've painted some side. They have to put another layer of paint on it. That's all. The building is intact. The roofs have been cleared. And then parts of the road have even been asphalted to a point. The rest of the road will be asphalted according to the plan. And that all will be done within the next 3 months, and they'll finish.
And all the equipment that is needed to make this hospital become operational, all the equipment are in, because you talked about, equipment being stored at some bonded warehouse.
Yes, there are some equipment have to be in cool rooms, and they are all in Tema and Accra. They are going to move the equipment to the place. The equipment that we saw there were some furniture which have been covered, and we removed part of it for us to see. There's no rusting, nothing. And the floors have all been terrazzoed, and some of them have been tired. The ceilings are all in place. The oxygen gas and piping system is all there. I've seen what I'm sure you're going to ask me the question, because people have been saying there is an MRI and CT scan outside at the mercy of the weather. I want everybody to know that CT scan is a radiation material. Anybody puts CT scan outside for people to pass by or sit by it. You get a lot of problems. MRI is supposed to be in a cool, chilled room because it's magnetic. That's why I call MRI. It's a magnetic. So if you don't do that, the head will crack. And even if you don't put MRI in an air-conditioned place and always the light should be on, it will spoil within a matter of days. So the MRI is not sitting at Afeni. The only things which are there are few beds in the emergency room. The rest of the equipment are all in their bonded warehouse, ready to be brought to Afeni to be installed. So there's nothing which is left at the mercy of the weather. What is outside, which some people showed, is the oxygen cylinders. And oxygen cylinders are not put in an enclosed room. Oxygen cylinders are put outside and then chained and piped. Pipes are connected from the oxygen cylinder to a manifold, which will supply the oxygen in the facility. The whole walls in the hospital have been piped with oxygen gas, so that we don't have to carry oxygen cylinders to patients' beds. That is not a modern method of hospital practice. So I want to make it that very, very, very clear. There is no CT scan or anything lying outside. So anybody who saw it have not maybe seen a CT scan before, or he doesn't understand how CT scans work and MRIs also work. So that's what I want to make very clear to everybody.
Well, I hear you. And Dr. Anthony Nsiah is a presidential spokesperson on health, and he's on the phone lines clarifying to us the works being done at Ferry Sewa and other, Eurojet projects that began here in the Ashanti region. You can ask questions by sending us your thoughts and your contributions to our WhatsApp number 055-1111-995. Follow us on Facebook on Love in the Morning. Doc, let's go back to Sewa, and you talked about the fact that the challenge we had at Sewa Hospital had to do with electricity supply to the place, and that the pylons are now being fixed and all that. But one key problem has to do with the road construction. You also mentioned that the gutters have been constructed. Is a contractor on site right now fixing the road so that at least becomes more trouble?
Yes, there's a contractor who's supposed to be on site. I know the contractor who is doing the Kumasi Lake Road is also the same contractor who is supposed to be doing the site. I spoke to him personally, and he assured me that he's going to move to site to put the pavement on it and then it will be completed. That is not any difficult work. He will do it as quickly as possible. And I saw it when I came to Kumasi. I live in that area, that he's already on site putting the second layer of the asphalt on the road. So I'm very certain that since the machines are out there, he's going to move there to finish the road. We are also following him. He's a friend, and I've been talking to him, and I know that he's going there. I told him the importance of finishing the road for the hospital to be used, because they have to finish the road so that patients and everybody can go there, and then they can use the hospital. The second point is that there's electricity in the area of the hospital, but the hospital, as a regional hospital of that nature, needs its own substation, which luckily the Electricity Corporation of Ghana has done it. I also spoke to the area manager for ECG in that enclave, and he said that he gave me about 3 weeks that they will finish all the work that they are doing there. And then the substation will be fully functional. And then the machines which have been installed will be tested with the ECG source of light. And then the hospital workers will go there, they will be trained, and after the training, they will then start seeing patients. That is what is going to happen.
What can you tell us about, Kumewu? I know that Formina to some extent is operational as we speak, but what can you tell us about that of Kumewu, and again a bit about Formina?
Kumawu is practically finished. When yesterday I spoke to the regional minister who went there, and Kumawu is finished. Their workers are now cleaning the floor and the beds and everything for it to also to start working. It will be done the same way. What I know is that the Ghana Health Service, regional director of the Ghana Health Service in Ashanti region, already prepared the human resources. They've gotten the people who will be going there, and they will start the training and then start work even before it's commissioned. Fomena, as you rightly said, Fomena is now functional. There are doctors, there are nurses, there are other health professionals in Fomena now. They are seeing patients. And I knew that they started Fomena more than a month or so ago. I know I've met the medical superintendent, a lady medical superintendent who is in charge. And she told me that the first day that they started the hospital, the OPD saw over 90 patients, over 20 to 100 patients. So if you can ask people in Fomena is fully functional now. What is left is for His Excellency the President to commission Fomena and commission also Kumawu. And then, so we see a lot of commissioning going to happen. If not this month, maybe as we move into the first quarter of next year.
I'm saying that I'm happy when you mentioned, for example, that Aferi, a military hospital would also be a teaching hospital because a lot of referrals and a lot of teaching training will be done there. Let me ask a question about that of KNUST Teaching Hospital as well. Any update on that for us?
Which teaching hospital?
The KNUST Teaching Hospital.
Oh, I have not versed myself very much with it because I know that's being done as a hospital for the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. But what I know is that it is partially completed, that there are some parts of it that they are using now. And I'm certain that they found some funding from somewhere to continue to finish it. So I'll find out, and then next time that you call me, maybe I'll be able to tell you. But I'm sure the university management will be able to give you the details of the place.
I see. Now, I'm sure that nurses or health workers will be excited to hear this because, when the Aferi is completed, they say when other facilities are completed, it means that there's going to be employment for health workers and all. But, Doc, we have heard this before from the health minister himself, from our regional minister giving us assurances as to when these projects will be completed. They didn't complete them. We all were disappointed. Why should we believe in this?
Yeah, if you believe it. I went there only last Monday, and I didn't go there alone. We went there with the press, and as I said, Aferi in particular had some issues which needed to be negotiated, and has been negotiated successfully. The contractor committed. The contractor has been here since 2008. No contractor will stay, and then he's an international contractor. And he wants to move on. He wants to finish it for the use of the good people of this country. So when there is issues with financing and this one say, no, you don't need to pay this, he has to be very careful. Everybody was careful and it was well negotiated. And everybody understands what is supposed to be done. And we are moving on. We want this hospital to finish, and as well as the people of Ashanti and the people of Ghana to be used. It's better you finish a hospital and it's put to use. And that's exactly what we are trying to do. And we're certain that with the pressure from everywhere, with the monitoring that we are going to do, and we will not wait for anything to happen to stall it before we go back to the table. So we will continuously be monitoring them. And the ministry is doing exactly that to make sure that they get a hospital. It's going to be the biggest hospital in the country. It's going to be the biggest military hospital in the sub-region. And because of the military activities within the sub-region, it will also attract a lot of people from outside the country to Ghana. To me, that is the way to go, to start medical tourism. So it's very, very crucial that we finish Aferi Hospital and put it to use. Apart from that, it's also going to create jobs, not only for health professionals, even for the people in the Aferi area. Because if you are selling anything around the area because the hospital, people will buy it. Then all our health professionals will get also very good place to work. and then more importantly also to train more health professionals. Because these hospitals, like 37 hospitals, can be used for training for undergraduate and postgraduate students. If you go 37, there are residents who are training there, Kolebu sends some medical students there for clinical training, and that is the idea of all these hospitals which are coming up, especially in Ashanti region. Ashanti region, for some time now, have the least number of hospitals, but there are most of the regions, of the districts in the region, 43 districts, which do they have any modern, fit-for-purpose, state-of-the-art hospitals. That's exactly the name of the hospital that we are doing in Ashanti region going to do for us. And it's going to also help us to also decentralize our undergraduate and postgraduate training so that KNUST students can also go there for clinical training. What restricts medical training is not the basic sciences that you do in the first 3 years, because that one can be done on the campus of KNUST. We have a lot of labs there which can be done. But the most important thing is after the 3 years clinical training, and they go in for the 3 years. So 3 years of clinical training, they go in for the clinical training after the 3 years to do medicine, surgery, pediatrics, ONG, and then the other allied health sciences, allied health medical sciences. Where would they be trained? If you are not very careful, you see so many students following a consultant. Also, so many nurses also pushing one trolley or one bed to the X-ray department. You then can decentralize and people can go there and go and do their clinical training, come and take their final exams. That's exactly what we are doing. What some other countries do, Ghana also should do that. And once you do that, because there are consultants who are teaching, then we will decentralize also the training to the area and then also send quality health services to these areas. And to me, that is one of the most important things, that the huge health infrastructure that we are doing in this country, not only in Ashanti region. I'm talking about Agenda 111. We can use it for training. We can use it for very quality care to the people so that nobody moves from the district or from the region to go to another district for medical care. And that's exactly what this government is trying to do.
Well, knowing how important, it all is, health facilities are to communities, and like you rightly said, it's even going to create jobs for people who live in the communities and all that. Why now? We've been calling for the completion of these projects for a very long time. Why now? Especially when you tell us that a lot of them will be commissioned first quarter next year. Is it to score political points as we enter an election year next year?
No. This work has been going on continuously. Yes, you can tell me that, for example, Afari store, apart from Afari, the rest, every work is going on. So if you talk about abandoned hospitals, I don't get it. Abandoned hospital is, for example, what happened at Afari, at the contractor has left side. Yes. If you look at Fomna, it's being done. Fomna started trying to complete Fomna, not this year for votes. I don't use health for politics.
But you're commissioning it next year. Fomna is working now, but you're commissioning it next year. Why next year?
The one is going on. We started, and it's ongoing. We go to every side. The contractors are there working. So not because we want votes, because we want the people of this country to have quality health care.
So why do you intend to commission?
Elections will come, elections will go, but it will continue. We don't want to leave hospitals like Konfuanachi Maternity and Children's Block was from 1974 and left. And we are yet to complete it. No, that's not what this government wants to do. That's not what we want to do in the health sector. It's a continuous affair. And I don't think if anybody says because of votes, I would disagree totally with you. We started not this year. If there's any votes, then maybe you can tell me that maybe from June going next year, then we are going to every site and working. That's where so far as I'm concerned, the election, the heat of the election is. We are not now in the heat of the election. The heat of the election will get to the second quarter, third quarter of next year. So please, it's not because we want votes. It's because we want the good people of this country to have quality health care. And health is not politics.
Last year when I spoke to you, we had some challenges with some of the projects with Agenda 111 in the region because we had issues with land. You had to sort it out with chiefs and all that. Out of the 18 that the Ashanti region is supposed to benefit from, where are we with them? Are all 18 underway?
There are 19 hospitals in the Ashanti region. Exactly. We have virtually gotten land for all of them. Where we have land issues that we sorted it out now is Akrofo. Akrofo is full of rocks. And luckily, we've been able to have the land filled in some place and then the right things done in some place for them to continue the work. In Obuasi East, at Kwabrakwa, we also had a problem there. They've given us a new land. As I speak, it's now being prepared and then a contractor is on site. We have added Ejura to it. Ejura, the contractor is on site. We've added Wadi Makasi. These are the new additions there. Also, the contractor is also on site. He has graded the place. He has cut the place. He's doing the grading and the work will start. For example, these places are starting new. So it's not because we want roads in December. It will not finish in December. But it will go to a considerable amount to be completed. And that is what the people there want. They want hospital. And then if you go to all the other places, Minehini is ongoing. As you said, which was cut, the sword was cut, is about 75% completed, and we are very certain that they will finish very early. Kokobin in Oforikrom is ongoing. Barakese is ongoing. Boama is ongoing. Insuta Kwaman is ongoing. One of the contractors was not doing very well. We terminated the contract and we have re-awarded to another contractor. He's fully on site. It's all ongoing. So most part of the hospital in Insuta has been roofed. If you go to Mansour Dibia, it's also ongoing. One of the contractors was not doing well. We've terminated, given to another contractor. If you go to Kunsu, Mankraso, it's also ongoing. Go to Adijama, it's ongoing. And if you go to One, the first time you're going to have a psychiatric hospital, a regional psychiatric hospital, I call it regional or zona, it's for the middle zone of this country, is also ongoing. So all the sites in the Ashanti region are all moving very fast. And except, as I said, Abansia Kufu, which had a peculiar problem which has been sorted out and is going to go on. There's one in Bantama, which is also going to be a double stack because that will be a different design than unlike the other one. That is yet, the contractor has been given the site is yet to go there, go and start. And the one at Asokorimampo in the airport cliff is also, as you speak now, you go there, the contractor has started the the substructure, it's also ongoing. So all the 19 projects in the Ashanti region, God being so good, are all moving very fast. The same thing is happening throughout the country. That is the beauty of Agenda 111. It's not only in one or two regions. It is in all the 16 regions. And if you go to Volta region, what is there is also moving very fast. You go to Uti, it's also moving. We went to Pasa, and we showed it to the good people of this country. We've visited most of the sites in the southern sector. We are here to go to the northern sector, which hopefully we will do it in January to also monitor all this. It's a project which is ongoing, which we are monitoring very, very, very strictly and making sure that things are working well. There are also zonal consultants who are there who are also monitoring and giving us report, apart from the coordinating consultants. So these are projects that everybody is very key, and we put our eyes on making sure that we finish it. What we can finish this year, and then for the good people of this country.
Can you assure us that we have...
Because of IMF conditionalities, we have put a hold on it. But to me, the most important thing is that if most of the districts have their own hospitals, which are state-of-the-art and modern, unnecessary referrals to our teaching hospitals and tertiary institutions will go down. And as we speak now, the regional hospital even at Akuradi is also ongoing. If Yekwanda is being rehabilitated also quickly. So these are some of the things that are happening in this country.
But Doc, are we in the position to complete all these projects so we don't have them stalled for decades like we've had some projects? Are we in the position to complete all of them?
Moving on. We will complete all that we started. The 91 which have started. We are moving on, and after going around a northern part of the country, we will have a press conference and tell you and give you the phases that we are going to finish. We are not going to finish all in one day. This number of hospitals, and we mention the names of the hospitals, will finish at this time. This one will finish at this time. And with God by our side and everybody supporting, we will finish these hospitals and for the good people of this country. And to me, it doesn't matter because of elections. Any government who comes, when there are some projects going on, you have to complete them. You have to continue if it's not completed. But we are going to complete a good number of them before next year this time, and you see it here in this country. We continue talking. You can call us, and we'll give you the updates as we move on.
When it comes to the Agenda 111, I know that first quarter next year, the president will be commissioning a lot of these projects like the ferry and the Sewa and all that. Are there any of the Agenda 111 projects in the Ashanti region that will be commissioned first quarter next year as well?
No, we hope that by the second quarter we'll complete and commission some of the hospitals in Ashanti region. I'll give you the number later or not now.
Will that include the psychiatric hospital?
So there'll be a lot of commissioning of hospitals next year.
In the psychiatric hospital?
And there'll be a lot of commissionings of hospital, completion of hospital and commission and use of hospitals next year. So we all pray that God gives us a long life and good health to see these things happening in this country. You see, after COVID, we learned a lot of lessons in COVID. And luckily, as a presidential advisor and as a doctor who has worked from the district, regional to the teaching hospital to the national level, I'm so happy that COVID was very disastrous, but COVID has brought something in this country. COVID has now made health as a very important agenda in this country. That everybody is now conscious that you have to be healthy to keep going. And we have to prepare ourselves for any future pandemics. That's exactly what His Excellency the President did during the COVID period. Apart from the leadership that he gave to this country, especially those of us who are at the forefront of COVID, the National Task Force, that he himself chaired all the meetings, with His Excellency the Vice President also sitting in. So you can see that we're very much concerned about the health of the people of this country. And as you remember, he made two very pronounced statements during his State of Nation address, which we call fellow Ghanaians. He did 29 of them. No country did that. And everybody, if you go to the international world, especially where health systems are, everybody thinks that Ghana did very well. We didn't say it. Among the three countries which managed the pandemic very well, Ghana is one of them. And it's well documented. He said that he cannot bring a human being back to life, but he knows how to bring the economy back. So we're doing everything to make sure that we don't lose people. The fatality of COVID is 0.8%. We are one of the lowest in the world. And people will say that it's not true. But we didn't see people dying on the streets. We didn't see people, our mosques and our cemeteries full of barriers. That is one. Two, he also said that we should turn this crisis into opportunities. And that is the reason why we realize that there are about 88 of the 217 districts in this country which didn't have any semblance of a district hospital or a first primary referral center. And that's the reason why we started that. We wanted to put hospitals in at least all the 88 districts. You remember, initially, we were talking about Agenda 88. Then we realized that there are some of the districts, either you like it or not, are so wide apart that if you put a hospital in one place, then the other side will not get the good, you will not be able to access the hospital. And then there are some of the old hospitals which were not hospitals. A district hospital is a place where is the first primary referral center, where they have doctors, where they are nurses, physician assistants, laboratory medical scientists, they are pharmacists, and then the whole support staff. Where a hospital is a place where there's a kitchen where we feed the patients so that they can get the right food to eat and everything. And that is what we are doing in Agenda 111. It's a state-of-the-art, fit-for-purpose, first primary referral center of all the modern facilities. There are 60 beds, there are 100 beds, depending upon the population of the district or the municipality. But the equipment and the functionality will be the same. There's children's work, and then more importantly, because we are doing it during the COVID period, because of post-COVID, we also did it in such a way that we will not crumple patients together in OPD as maybe you see in some hospitals. And then we also added some intensive care beds so that we have critical or high dependency beds across the length and breadth of this country. So we don't move patients, as we saw during COVID period, with helicopters from Bolgatanga to Accra because we have very few critical care beds. And then it has all the necessary facilities, including mortuary and all these things, and including a maintenance unit where we can maintain and give planned preventive maintenance. So it will create a lot of jobs for our health professionals and non-health professionals as well. It will open all these districts up. We went to a district and we realized that because of its proximity to the border of the country, it will also become even a medical tourist center for the neighboring countries. And that is how you attract investment even to such areas.
Doc, what I'll say is that we would end here. The next time you're in town, the next time you're in Kumasi, let's have you join us in the studios for some more conversations. But we're going to take your word for it. The assurances you have given us that the Sewua ferry will be done and commissioned and become operational, first quarter 2024. We take your word for it because we have been disappointed once too many. But thank you very much for your time this morning.
Thank you also very much. And anytime I come to Kumasi, I'll come and sit there and tell you what you are trying to do for this country. But I want to assure you that we will continue putting the necessary pressure, monitoring, and evaluating whatever the contractors are doing. And our eyes, everybody's eyes is on Afari. So we are almost there, and we will make sure that it also starts. So we'll be there and also come and monitor whatever is doing the road work which is being done at Sewua.
I hear you. Thank you very much, Dr. Anthony Siansari. He's spokesperson on health for the President of Ghana. I hope that you're excited about what you've heard because for time, uncountable number of times we've talked and talked and talked, we've pushed and pushed and pushed. Unfortunately, we never saw the light of day of these projects becoming functional. But now we're being told that first quarter next year is going to take place. It's going to become operational and functional. I'm excited about it, but still my fingers are crossed, hoping that I don't get to be disappointed. But let's hear from you. You can call us. Let's make a few calls. 03220-83596, 03220-83597, and 03220-83598. What do you make of what you've just heard? Are you convinced that these projects will be completed well enough for it to be commissioned first quarter next year for us all to benefit from it? Let's hear from you. Ken is on the line. Hi, Ken. Good morning. Ken, good morning.
Good morning. There's this Applaud jingle on radio that sometimes you guys know. I wish you have it and then you play this for him. I nearly, what he was saying, I was listening and then he nearly put me on board. I was kind of believing in him. Before my other side said, hey, he's one of them, so don't believe him. It's so funny when politicians think they are the only people who are very intelligent, that they can tell us anything that they want and then go scot-free. You ask him, the contractor, is he fully paid? The answer is yes or no. Then he was like, he has been resourced or something like that. So
but he explained it.
He
explained that's how contracts work. You do the work, you raise your certificate, and you are paid. That's what he explained. All right, but I just wanted to be sure that everything was in place such that no more work will be stalled. Like he gave us assurances that it will not stall anymore. They're going to complete the project. That's what he says.
Look, David, I understand that one, but for me, I needed yes or no. That was what I needed. The answer, there is nothing like explaining to us. Look, they can't take us for granted. You can.
Thank you very much. Francis is next on the line. Francis Afishapa.
I think over to you. David, good morning. David, I heard you say that you are excited. Why should you be excited? You see, in fact, you shouldn't even give him the audience to be telling us this. People should be tolerating them. You see, it's just all deceit because we are going to vote next year. It's election time, so they are trying to tell us something to convince us. You see, politicians are taking us for granted, and no one should be excited for them telling us that they've started doing this thing. We should be giving them the audience. I wish that no radio station would give them the audience for them to come and tell us that we are going to do this, we are going to do this. You see, this agenda 111, look at the time they've said that they will be completing. Next year we are going to vote. Are you sure they will complete those projects before the next government comes? You see, they are taking us for granted, and no one should believe them. And in fact, I wish that you shouldn't grant them the audience. He was telling you that he will come so that you will talk about it well. When he comes, don't give him the chance.
Well, for us, we're here for the people of Ghana. When these projects are completed, it is a Ghanaian that benefits from it. So if he tells us that we should take his word for it, I'm excited. I'm going to take his word for it. Up until he disappoints us, they will come here and we talk. Unfortunately, when they disappoint and you talk, somebody will think that you are against them. It's not about being against anybody. It's about being disappointed when your hopes were raised high. So our fingers are crossed. Christoph, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, David. I hope you are fine, sir.
I'm well.
David, good show. I want to commend you. Nana Semisha is listening. Mr. Osakuto of PZ, they are doing their listening. David, you see, let me tell you, we are not kids anymore. They should promise us, they will not promise us again. Until we see these hospitals being commissioned and put into operation, we won't believe anything. David, a hospital is not just a building. It is when you have all the accoutrement and the equipment and the machines needed for the hospital to run. And how many times haven't we heard them talk about this? Oh, we finished this. You see, listen. We are not joking anymore. We want to see the actions behind the words. So until we see this project being commissioned, we will be so pessimistic about it. We don't believe it. And they are saying this just to cajole us again because next year is an election year and they are saying break the 8. And you can't use this performance to break any 8. We are not kids. We should tell them that they should put their feet down and work. But the economy is in a state of shambolic, and nothing seems to be working. And so
I've told them. You have just told them. So, Chris, thanks for joining us. We'll pick 2 more calls and then we wrap up. Nana Kweku is on the line. Hi, Nana. Good morning.
Good morning. Well, as a citizen of Kwabri East, I can attest and I know for a fact what the Agenda 111 went through before securing a land at Wadi Bakassi. But I sound a word of caution to them. I wouldn't want the one at Wadi Bakassi to come and be a white elephant just that they've done the actual test that they wanted to do at the Ria and then Mamponting. If they know for sure they are not going to complete it, they should just let my land be there. Shouldn't even touch it or try to do anything on it. I know where it is, and I'm speaking for a fact. Please, if you are not going to complete it by 2024, and because you cannot assure us if you are going to win or not. So if you are not going to complete it, you all know the economic situation that has gone on, IMF, blah, 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 blah. You don't have funds and everything. You leave the land, complete the one you think you have enough money to start and finish, but don't come and leave it as a big white elephant at Wadi Bakassi. That one, I can tell you, I will not sit down for that to happen.
I hear you, Nana Kweku. Nana Kweku, that's where, Leo Stanley hails from. That's your hometown, yeah? Yeah. That's your hometown? Yeah,
that's my hometown.
I hear you. So make time and pass by and see if work is really ongoing.
When you mention it, I'm going to monitor this myself because I'm interested.
Otis is our final caller. Chief, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Uncle Day. I hope you are doing well.
Hello, this is my shepherd, Otis. I'm well. Let's hear you, boss.
Day, I was hearing him talk, but I wasn't listening to him. All this thing is talk show. Talk show. You talk, and then no action follows. Remember 1D1F, what has happened to it? Remember the number of mileage of road stretch that they said they will construct. What has happened? You and I, we complain day in and day out. They just promise and nothing is done. Yatia Brediv. Thank you very much and have a nice day.
You too, sir. Have a blast as well. Let's go on to WhatsApp. We can, spend some time there. Leo.
Good morning, Dave. This is Isaac. See, I've always maintained that the problem of this country is MPP and NDC. These politicians. Dave, why do you start new facilities if there are existing ones that you can complete? Okay, Dave, you are starting Agenda 111. There are facilities that are near completion. Why don't you spend those resources to complete those facilities? And then, if you have enough, then you can start new ones. That is efficient utilization of resources. There are hospitals in Kumasi, and that needs expansion. Go to Suntrasu Government Hospital. A lot of land. Menshia, Kumasi South. We could have done expansion in these facilities that sees over 1,000 patients a month. But go there and see dilapidated structures. And Dave, you see, if we don't put these people on their toes, look at what NDC did. E-blocks, they are lying in bushes. I think the same thing that these hospitals that have been set up by this government, will be, if there's a change of government, you can rest assured that these facilities will be left in bushes to rot, wasted of taxpayers' money.
But bottom line is that we are the voters, We decide. Let's use our heads. Let's use our thumbs wisely. Well, if you want to store water and you're looking for the right tank to use, I recommend for you Syntex tank. And when it comes to Syntex tank and you want a particular color of tank, Syntex has any color at all that you're dreaming of or desiring for. Again, when it comes to guarantees, well, Syntex has the right guarantee you're also looking for, So if you go to Syntex tank or you buy the Syntex tank, you'll be glad to have purchased the right tank for your home to store water. Again, if you're thinking, what kind of inner layer are you looking for? Maybe you're thinking double, triple, quadruple. For your information, as many inner layers as you want, Syntex has that one too. So remember, no matter your water needs, Syntex has you covered. Syntex tank, you're strong, you're tough. Now they have over 300 agents nationwide. So you would definitely have a Syntex agent somewhere where you work or where you live. And again, to order a tank, you can just call 0244 335 168. You can also visit Syntex on social media at Syntex Ghana or shop online on www.syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, strong, tough. Now, if you want to fly to Lagos, Nigeria, I've got some great news for you. It's from African World Airlines. They are thrilled to celebrate 10 years of customer loyalty on their Lagos route. And so to join them in celebrating this milestone, they want you to seize the opportunity to book your tickets for as low as $164. It's a one-way ticket with taxes included. So head on to their website or download their mobile app to secure your seats now and take advantage of this incredible offer. Thank you for continually choosing African World Airlines for all your travel needs. African World Airlines, touching Africa, touching the world. Now, I know that you want to travel out of the country to go study abroad, but you're having some challenges. Well, if you're facing challenges in your applications for international admissions, visa and general travels, visit Astolinks International because they provide advisory on overseas education, plus general travel and immigration issues as well. Now, they have specialized in countries such as Australia, UK, USA, Canada, Ireland, New Zealand, and many more. They also offer professional advice on general travel and tours. Locate Astolinks International at 4A Popo Street, that is in Accra, East Legon, adjacent and Melcom. And then here at Kumasi, the Kumasi Mall, at the basement, that's where you can find them. And also in Takoradi, they are at the Liberation Road. Call them on 0550-199-991. Visit their website, www.astolinks.net. For now, we've got some more messages for you, and then we'll be crossing over to Joy 99.7 for the Super Morning Show, where we're talking about democracy with Professor Ajimendia. Please stay tuned.
Wow! With them have bright. Interface plasterboard ceiling. And I'm there bomb demua. Tijasano. And to where they are dancing for. And a more ceiling. What you mean? Interface plasterboard ceiling. And I'm on farm demo. The bomb demo. I have first from Kokra. So the Interface plasterboard ceiling about demo and my demo yefe ne sound so che Interface Limited and a diaba bomadia now from 0274 999999 and our website www.interfacelimited.com.
Afiaso!
It's Christmas at the Evergreen Rattray Park with your superstation, Love 99.5 FM. Where are my bubbly little kids? It's the Love FM Xmas Kids Party! It's party and fun time for all the kids as we enjoy and make merry this Christmas. So parents, come with all the kids and let's have fun! Which school is good in these activities? Dancing, singing, choreography, picnic, horse race, lime and spoon. Register your school or Sunday school by calling 0245 594425. Says yeah. Santa Claus alongside Mickey Mouse will be there with loads of gifts. Remember, there will be bouncy castles, electric train, chuku chaka, trampoline, horse race, a stationary aeroplane, TV games, and many more to play with. Face painting today, the corner there somewhere. Come, let's have absolute fun this Christmas at the Love FM Xmas Kids Party. Rate is 10 Ghana Cedis.
Date Saturday, 23rd of December 2023.
9 a.m. sharp. Xmas Kids Party. Bronya Baye
like a sports car. Shanta got big lips and handlebars. Put it on Tim like a porno star. Run back the tape in the VCR.
I'm coming, baby, like the big black kahuna. I wish you would be just a little sooner. So now rich, like silver spooner. Now here's the now I got your moon. I wish you would have did that 2 years ago. Let me feel the body hit the skin, Joe. Now you see a brother making a little dough. I really hate that mess, but I love you, yo.
Make all the Lucy Auto and girls with condos, Chanel, Rick Gatano. Girl, my persona, I share like Sonny Bono. Black and white keys and girls on my piano. Meet Missy and Timbo, rapping any tempo. Uncle Barry, Fan, Magoo, the South Tempo. Caught up in my lingo, B9, girl, I'm bingo. Help, I see a beetle cool out, that's only Ringo. Missy sang a jango as I commence the tango. Genuine riding on a pony, put pony in the middle. Check the riddle, got your girl pants hot a little. Thinking that she's on when you only just a nickel, take a tickle, cause your man, pickle green and ridiculous.
My name is Kwesi Nimwantin, Regional Head for National Road Safety Authority, Ashanti Region. We are collaborating with Love FM and Inshira FM to educate road users on the need to be very safe on the road and also to be very responsible. We don't want to experience any crashes or road accidents in Ashanti Region from 2023 and 2024 and beyond. So everybody should be a responsible road user. Kindly let's all obey road traffic rules and regulations to enhance our safety in the region. Thank you.
This road safety campaign is proudly brought to you by your superstation Love 99.5 FM in partnership with the National Road Safety Commission and DVLA.
And supported by
Elevate your business and driving experience with Zonda Tech Ghana Limited, your go-to destination for top-tier automobiles. We assemble our vehicles at the state-of-the-art Zonda Sinotrack Assembly Plant at Tema and offer a diverse range of heavy and light-duty vehicles, including bulldozers, graders, payloader, wheel loaders, excavators, flat and low beds, semi-trailers, and agricultural machinery. Locate our headquarters in Tema, opposite TT Brothers. We also have branches in Kumasi at Adakujache on the Ejusu Kumasi Highway, Trede opposite Tyco Block Factory on the Trede Obuasi Road. For more information, give us a call on 0501 772 222.
www.revolvefoods.com is your best online shop to buy all the fresh, healthy produce you need to prepare your sumptuous meal at amazing price. At www.revoltfoods.com, we have fresh organic vegetables, seafood, natural spices, herbs, fruit, poultry, oil and nuts, tubers, grains, and so much more. So visit revoltfoods.com to buy all your fresh groceries and have them delivered to you wherever you are in Kumasi. Or you can pick them up at our shop on the DND School Road, Kote Diako, near KNUST. Just enter www.revolfoods.com into your browser and Voila, you've entered the best fresh grocery shop in Ghana.
Join the Seed Travel Consult to explore 3-in-1 cities in South Africa. Let's explore the beautiful culture of Johannesburg, Soweto, and Sun City together. We'll also take you on a visit to the Apartheid Museum and Lesedi Cultural Village while we explore the Santin Mandela Park. The tour package includes 7 days accommodation, breakfast, a return ticket, guided tour, and guided shopping. Visit the Seed Travel Consult at Atinga Junction, opposite La Petite Chemist. Call us on 0240 210615.
Life no be easy, we dig back. Start small, pay on time. Fido, get up to 4,000. Credit limit with Fido. Fido. No paperwork, no collateral. Refer your friend and get your money. Fido, back. Fido, get a loan. Fido, no paperwork, no collateral. Refer your friend and get your money. Fido, the loan that's good for you and me. What are you waiting for?
Shine your eyes. Watch out for tricksters pretending to be Fido. Just dial *998 *9# to apply now. Fido, endless opportunities.
Wake up.
Morning Show.
You can join us on X, use the hashtag JoySMS. You can also join us on WhatsApp 055-11-11-997. Already I see a lot of you sending your messages. We'll be reading some of them shortly. Keep your text messages coming. Text messages on the Super Morning Show, brought to us by GCB Bank PLC. GCB Personal Loan. Make that big move and dream a reality.
Now make that big move with the GCB Personal Loan. GCB, your biggest and largest bank in Ghana, is offering the GCB salaried account holders personal loans in less than 24 hours to fund your next big move. With GCB's Big Move Personal Loan promo, you can access up to a whopping 400,000 Ghana cedis. 400,000 at a significantly reduced interest rate. That's the key word. Significantly, not just reduce, significantly reduced interest rate with a 2-month repayment grace period to meet your urgent financial obligations with a smile. It's time to make that big move, be it for educational fee payment, buying a car, or building your dream home. GCB makes these dreams a reality and life easier for its customers. So let GCB lend you the needed support to make that big move to take care of those urgent personal needs. Visit any GCB branch or call 0800 422 422 for further inquiries.